Today we are making raspberry gelato with chocolate fudge. When I grew up, raspberry ripple was one of the most favoured ice creams around, and it's funny what your brain does to memories. I remember it being vanilla ice cream with a raspberry ripple sauce through it, and that raspberry ripple itself was super icy. It was always icy. That was kind of the point, because it was a texture change in that vanilla ice cream. And then someone on social media said that it was raspberry ice cream. Now, I don't know. In the UK, it was always vanilla ice cream, but raspberry ice cream kind of got my mouth watering. So what we're gonna do today is just do raspberry gelato. And in a future video, we'll do raspberry ripple. Just, well, hey, why not? So, raspberry ice cream. Raspberries are quite an acidic fruit, and they don't have a huge amount of sugar in them, so we don't kind of have to stress about that too much, but we do need to make sure we balance it out. So it's a pretty simple recipe this. For the ice cream base, you are going to need 170 grams of fresh raspberries, 173 grams of cream, around 33% fat, 460 grams of whole milk. You can use 2% or semi-skim milk, that's fine. 70 grams of skimmed milk powder, 172 grams of sugar, and 10 grams of either dextrose, glucose, corn syrup, or honey. One of those four. That's it. Nice and easy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our raspberries and we're going to just get them in a pan with our sugar. And drop your raspberries. Now into that, we're going to add our sugar. So 172 grams of sugar. You can absolutely make this sugar-free by using allulose or xylitol, etc. If you use allulose, you can pretty much substitute this with sugar 1-to-1. If you use xylitol, you're going to have to drop that number down by about 30%. Anyway, with our raspberries and our sugar in there, we're going to do one little addition, and that is a couple of tablespoons of water. That addition of water, what it will do is it will help the maceration of the actual raspberries and get those liquids and those sugars out of there nice and fast. So let's pop that on a hob now. And we're going to get the rest of our ingredients ready. So 460 grams of our milk, 173 grams of our cream, 70 grams. So periodically, we're going to go back and stir your raspberry sugar syrup. You're going to break those raspberries down. It really won't take long. It'll take about 5 or 10 minutes for those raspberries to completely break down and that syrup to start bubbling. Dissipate our milk powder, and we're going for 10 grams. I'm going to use just straight corn syrup, like that. Like I said, you can use a variety of ingredients to do the same thing. So with that in there, we are going to get this on the hob to nice and gentle heat, because what we're going to do is when our raspberries are ready, we're going to put that into this warm liquid. So straight onto the hob this goes. All right, so our raspberries just came up to the first stages of a light boil, and we took it off the heat. What's happened is the water has come out of that and all the sugar has dissolved, and that's exactly what we're after. We're now going to pop this into a little food processor. Again, we're dealing with hot ingredients, hot sugar. So, and the lid is going to go on, and we're just going to start pulsing that on low speed just for 10-20 seconds. Perfect. We ran that on high speed for about 10-15 seconds at the end. So we're going to bring our ice cream base in here. It's not hot enough yet, this, but what we're going to do is we're going to get our really nice hot raspberry syrup in here. Give that a stir together, and out comes our really nice soft pink color. If you want to add some red food coloring to boost the color, then by all means, you won't need a lot. I'm going to keep it nice and natural. So now we're going to get it back on the hob. We're going to get this up to about 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. We're not using a stabilizer in this. We don't need to heat it to any specific temperature. I'm just bringing it up to make sure all the fats, sugars, and solids are emulsified together. So let's do that. Okay, that only took a couple of minutes. Get it up to temperature, got it to the point where the base starts to steam. So that's actually bang on between 50 and 60 degrees centigrade. That means evaporation is starting to take place and we've burnt off some of that water that we added to our raspberries. It really doesn't take a long time to burn off 3 tablespoons of water, so don't stress about it. The rest will actually evaporate off naturally as we cool it down in the fridge. We're going to cool it down over a period of time to let those flavors completely bond together. But one final thing we're going to do here is add a tiny bit of vanilla extract. We are literally only talking about 2 to 3 grams. And that is to help boost that raspberry flavor. So there we go. Let's get it in a container. Will it fit in this one? I'm going to say yes. And we're going to cool this down. We will strain it before we churn it. In the fridge just goes for about 4 hours to let everything meld together. So after it's all completely chilled down, we're going to take a mesh strainer and just run our base through there. There's a lot of solids in this. So we're going to make sure we take out those seeds and any other lumps, but ultimately it's pretty much just the seeds left. Once you've strained it out, we're going to pour it in your pre-chilled ice cream machine, and I'm going to use fudge. I've made this fudge a lot. There's about 1.5 kilos of the fudge here, which I keep in the freezer downstairs. We're going to need about 100 grams for this recipe. So not knowing what 100 grams worth of homemade fudge looks like, it was about 750 grams here. So let's cut a piece off and make sure that we're using the right amount. And again, the recipe for this fudge is linked below. I've used it loads and loads of varying recipes, and 100 grams. There are a few ways to deal with the fudge here. You can use a cheese grater either side or a knife. I'm going to do both. So this is going to be the finer grating section of the cheese grater. You need to work fast with this fudge because it's going to melt in your hands. It's designed to do that so that it doesn't go rock solid in your ice cream. It's a really, really good fudge and it tastes amazing if you just want to eat it on its own, which I do. But we're also going to add in some slightly large pieces just chopped up with a knife. Now, as the ice cream is still churning, we're going to pop our fudge in the refrigerator just to harden back off for about 5 or 10 minutes. And here we are. We're at the end of our churning phase. In goes all the fudge. It's going to make a mess. Don't stress about it. And finally, we're going to dish up. And I'm really kind of looking forward to this. I haven't made a raspberry ice cream for a long, long time. So taking it out of the freezer, it looks great. It smells great. And I can really tell it's going to scoop perfectly. Look at that. And loads of fudge pieces in here. Really nice natural colour here as well. Let's get it on a spinny thing. Look at that. It just looks delicious. So how did it turn out? Let's see. Raspberry gelato with chocolate fudge pieces. Smells delicious. It's got a lovely natural raspberry flavour. Something to note, raspberry ice cream and gelato that you buy in almost all scoop shops, I've yet to find one that does it like this. Uses raspberry extract because it's a much, much stronger flavour. It's something along the lines of like banana ice cream. They use banana extract, banana flavouring to create banana ice cream. And when you make a natural banana ice cream, it's a totally different flavour profile, and it takes a little bit, it takes a few seconds to get used to it. That's the same with this. The flavour is a natural raspberry flavour. It's delicious. Because we've made a gelato, so something with dairy, that raspberry flavour gets turned into like I did with strawberries before, strawberries and cream. This is like a raspberry and cream kind of flavour. That fudge cuts through as well for a change of texture and a lovely, delicious chocolate fudginess. Super nice. Refreshing at the same time. Lovely texture. Lovely taste. I hope you give this one a try. Raspberry is normally something that just gets turned into sorbet, so turning it into a gelato is quite unusual. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.